Hey everyone, it's Queen of Light 1111 here with your Wednesday reading. I know it's the full moon today, but this reading that I'm doing here is kind of the energies, before the moon gets really full tonight. I'm going to do another one on Friday just to see what happens after all of this. So what I wanted to do was just kind of do a quick baseline check about where we are today. And I will tell you, you may get triggered if you're a feminine watching this because we have a lot of Seven of Swords energy on the feminine's side, okay? And this is all of this old stuff coming up in the moon. Remember, we're also in Mercury retrograde, so it's kind of the old stuff coming up to be healed in this moon's energy. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started and let you guys know we've done overall energy, head, heart, 3D space. We've got messages from the masculine, messages from the feminine, messages from spirit. We've got current energies for the connection, future energies, and then we have current state of the contract as far as where we are with the Akashic records and what the blocks are in the connection, okay? So might be a long reading today, but I just wanted to make sure that I got something out for all of you. Sorry, I wanted to make sure that I get my book here for the Akashic. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Overall energy, like what's the theme for what's happening in their overall energy? Emperor. This is his change. He's going through a major change. It's showing up in the Akashic records for the current state of the contract as well. So there's some major development. There's major movement and change occurring in the masculine's life at this time as related to union. Okay, 3 cards. We're going to do 3 cards here. Well, maybe 4. There's an end. There's an end of a cycle that's happening here. He is changing. He is nostalgic. He's looking for union. What's the change? He only got 7 of Swords 1 time. So that is the energy that he is abandoning, that he is healing from, that he's ending. But man, this feminine is really purging during this moon's energy. She got it in her overall energy. She got the 7 of Swords in her headspace. And then we've got the 3 of Swords 2 times in her heart. Like she is really processing this kind of deceptive third-party situation type of energy. This is what she's healing and purging in the moon's energy. And he is going through a change and a complete evolution around that. So it's really interesting. So the theme is the Emperor is changing, looking for union energies, solid, stable commitment, and the cycle is ending so we can get to a new beginning. Okay, that's the theme. So where are we as far as the masculine's overall energy is concerned? Page of Cups. He's like, he knows he wants to make an offer, not quite ready to make an offer as a king yet because he's still sitting in a little bit of a rejection energy, a little bit of an energy where he's feeling lack, he's feeling low self-esteem, maybe also feeling like he's been rejected, okay? He wants to get out of this rough patch and he wants to manifest something new with the Magician's energy. This is his change. He's like, you know what? I have a little bit to give right now, but I don't even know if she's going to take it. And I want to move into something smoother and be the Magician. Okay, so where is she? Well, she used her sword again. She came up as the Queen of Swords. And so, let me put this in order. So here's what we got. Page of Pentacles. She's like, you know what? Yeah, maybe a little inspiration of an offer. Maybe that's what she's kind of thinking about. But she's the Queen of Swords. She's the Queen of Swords. She spoke her truth. She spoke her wisdom. Out in this connection, and then she's gone within. She's gone within because 7 of Swords. I said, what is the 7 of Swords about? So there was some deception maybe in the connection, and so now she's kind of deciding which path to choose. She is guarded. 7 of Wands around any offers. Page of Cups, mirroring here, Page of Cups. That might come from him. That is why he is sensing that she might reject any offer, right? We got Page of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, potential rejection of any offer of love, right? And here we have, because of this 7 of Swords behavior, we've got she is unsure. And so she is guarded about any offer, Page of Cups, any offer of love. So they're mirroring each other. And her bottom of the deck for her clarifier here is the Empress card, okay? The Empress. She stands in her divine feminine power. His clarifiers that are going to come up is the 10 of Swords. So he's definitely ending a cycle. He's ending a painful cycle. His theme in his connection is this Page of Cups. So in his head, heart, and 3D space, he's like, how do I even make an offer? Okay, is she even going to accept it? And this is about the end of certain behaviors and things in this connection. And I love that. For her, like I just said, her bottom of the deck is the Empress energy, but her bottom of the deck is 7 of Pentacles for her head, heart, and 3D space. She's just like, I planted enough seeds. I'm not investing anymore at this time. So where are we in the masculine space? So when he is in his head space, when he's thinking about his feminine, where is he? Page of Wands. So he's in a page energy, right? Remember, because we're in 10 of Swords, we're ending cycles. He is changing. There's an inspiration to communicate. He wants to communicate. 10 of Pentacles. About the long term. He's sitting in his king power, King of Pentacles, because he's nostalgic. Six of Cups. He wants reunion. He's being nostalgic. He's thinking about her, thinking about the past, thinking about exchanging cups. But again, his overall energy is she going to take it? Where is she in her headspace? Well, her first card out in her head is 7 of Swords. She's like, oh, he's deceived me. He's deceived me in the past. And maybe he's the same person. So we have the 7 of Swords. And I said, well, what's the 7 of Swords really about? Is she's trying to gain her strength and composure over this. 9 of Pentacles. She's trying to stand in her power, in her independent power. Star card. She's being divinely guided to get over this, okay? Stay in your strength. Stay in your independent. It's time to get over it. 3 of Pentacles, learn the lesson. 9 of Cups, make your own wishes come true. But still, she goes straight into this 4 of Pentacles, which is, I'm guarded. She's guarding her heart. She's guarding her movement. She's guarding her her mind, okay? Because she's not investing anything because she's still trying to heal from this past deception. Where is he in his heart space when he is feeling for his feminine, okay? Here's where he's at. Page of Pentacles. So now he's got the Page of Cups, he's got the Page of Wands, and now we have the Page of Pentacles. So now another, I want to make an offer. I want to make an offer. Knight of Wands. I want to move forward to what? To this connection, the Lover's card. He wants to move forward to the connection quickly to his Queen of Cups. And I was like, okay, well, she came up as the Queen of Swords, so who's the Queen of Cups? High Priestess and Hermit. So for me, this is not a third-party energy because the Hermit is a solo journey. The High Priestess is our divine feminine in the 5D. And this feminine, 9 of Swords, stresses him out, right? So he's a little stressed about how he's feeling. He's stressed about this offer that might be potentially rejected. He's stressed out about how to move forward into this connection to his High Priestess, who he is in separation from. Where is she? She, in her heart space, is 2 of Cups, is her first card out. She wants union. She wants union, but you know what? He broke her heart. 3 Swords. She's sad. And I said, what is this about? Moon. And so right away, intuitively, what I got was not that there's secrets, but this is the moon's energy. I'm doing a moon reading. This is what she's going to be healing. So then I said, all right, if I'm taking it as the moon's energy, what are we healing? 3 of Swords. So we are healing third party deceptions, that whole situation. Because, you know, she wants union, but she can't get past this 7 of Swords behavior. She can't. And this moon's energy, this Mercury retrograde, has brought it up to her in full force so that she can finally purge this. So she's thinking of union. She loves her masculine. But this 3 of Swords energy, this heartache, is going to be healed in the moon. Again, 3 of Swords, okay? And so what happens? The sun comes out, right? We had the moon, now we have the sun. Things get illuminated now. The sun comes out. She's going to heal from it. She's going to feel more positive. The Lovers match to his heart space. She goes back into a better place of understanding about this divine connection. What is happening in the 3D, in the masculine's environment right now? Tower. He's changing. He's going through a realization. There is a crumbling of this old paradigm. That's why he's got the 10 of Swords for all the stuff he's ending. So he's got this tower that's happening. And what is it about? About him being stuck in old patterns, old ways. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So it's like this tower crumbled, releases him so he can move forward. Knight of Cups. Remember his first card out, Page of Cups. Remember his theme for his reading, Page of Cups. So this inspiration of an offer can now move forward in the Knight's energy because of this Tower moment. So the Tower happens, then what happens? We go into a better time. I said, all right, well, what's this wheel about? We're getting out of the Seven of Swords energy. This is a match to all the Seven of Swords on her side. Getting out, the cycle changes, the karmic lesson is learned about this deception. I said, I need a little bit more. Seven of Wands. He was a little guarded about it. He's probably still a little defensive about it, but he wants union. Four of Wands. We already saw that about what he wants. Four of Wands. Move forward in the truth as the King of Pentacles. And that's the King of Pentacles. He shows up in his headspace as the king. So we're going into a better time, getting out of the Seven of Swords behavior. We were a little guarded and defensive, but now we want our union. So we're going to come forward in truth as a king. So we have the Tower. We're abandoning bad behavior, but we're still unsure. Two of Pentacles. I said, what is he unsure about? He's unsure about his communication, about justice to his match, the Queen of Pentacles. Is she going to accept my message? Is she going to accept my apology? Remember, Queen of Pentacles, we just got the King of Pentacles around that Seven of Swords behavior. He's not sure, just like he's like scared she's going to reject his cup. He's like, I don't know, man. Is she going to accept my message? Is she going to accept my apology? Who is she? Our Queen of Pentacles, who then further is the Empress, and the Empress is the bottom of the deck for her clarifiers. So where is she in her 3D space? What is happening for her? Ten of Pentacles, match to his headspace. She wants him long-term too. But like I said, she's waiting. Three of Wands, she's waiting to see what he's going to do. And until then, she will be independent. Nine of Pentacles, until things get balanced out, until he makes the apology. Okay, so we're going to quickly do top down. I haven't done that in a while. So what do we have? Wants to send a message, wants to make an offer. That is his realization. Okay, and then we have wants a long-term commitment, wants to move forward to that, and he wants the cycle to get into a better time out of the crap that they were in before. Where are we here? King of Shields. King of Pentacles wants to move towards his connection, but he's unsure. Unsure if she, his Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, is going to receive him at this time. So he's thinking about union, reunion. He's nostalgic about his Queen of Cups, who is the Empress. Okay, that is who she is. But all of this, remember, this Queen of Cups came out with the Nine of Swords. All of this gives him great stress and anxiety. And Ten of Swords, he wants to be done with that energy. He just wants to be done with the energy. So where is she? Seven of Swords, right? She's like, he's deceitful. He's deceitful. You know, I do want union, and I want this to be long term. And she knows that in order to get that, she needs to heal it. She needs to heal it. So she's trying to learn her lessons. She wants to heal this heartbreak, the Three of Swords, in the moon cycle. And then she knows then she can manifest. Then her ship can come in. Then her masculine could come in. Until then, she is kind of making her own wishes come true. She's going through her own illumination, and she is in her own independence and in her own confidence. So she's a little guarded around this connection until she receives this apology, or until the scales have been balanced. Okay, that's how that rolls. So now let's talk about quickly messages from the masculine and the feminine. It's very interesting because he's kind of high vibe, and she's like really healing some wounds. Okay, not that he's not stressed out and, you know, not sure what's going to happen, because remember, he's got Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. He's definitely wanting to get out of this old story. He's done with the story. And granted, he may have created the story, but it was a wound that she needed to heal for herself. But I love that they're on the same page, because justice came out in the 3D for both of them. So things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. So what is he saying to her? He's saying, I've learned my lessons. I have a better understanding, and I want union. That's what he's saying. I just felt like when those flew out, I didn't need a clarifier. Learned my lesson. He's learned his lesson. That's why we're in this Tower, Wheel of Fortune energy. Understanding. He's got better understanding. Why? He's showing up as a king. He's showing up as the emperor. He wants union. We got the Four of Wands for what he wants this to cycle into. What is her message to her masculine. Third party. This is what she's healing. 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords. She's healing third party. She's saying that she's doing her shadow work. She is. She's doing the shadow work in the moon. And that's how she's being guided. Remember, the 7 of Swords came out with the star. The star is about divine guidance. This is where she's going to get the strength to heal this energy. And this further came out when we saw it in this 3 of Swords in her heart. She's going to heal this in the moon's energy. The sadness, the 3 of Swords, this third party is going to be healed tonight in the moon's energy. So she's saying this third party situation is going to be healed through through shadow work, because that's how I'm guided to do it. She's going to release these energies. So what is the message from Spirit to this collective couple? We are at a conclusion of the karmic partner, and it is time to forgive. Bottom of the deck, new direction. It is time for new direction, to get into a new place in this connection. We're done. We're done with this old paradigm. We're done with the old story. It's over. He's done with it. She's going to purge it, and then we can move forward. Okay? So now let's go to, what do we want to go to? We want to go to the Akashic Records. Where are they today in their current contract with the Akashic Records? Well, here's what we have. First card out. Remember, I said to you guys that this is his time of evolution. The divine masculine, the King of Pentacles, the Emperor. He is going through an evolution. King of Keys. So when the King of Keys comes up, this is my masculine. And what they're saying is he's coming into a period where he's going to be confident, astute, focused. He's going to be focused on his work and career. King of Pentacles, right? Our 3D king. He's also going to be very goal-oriented, but this is also a time where, you know, he's going to be kind of ascending in the 3D realm, right? This 5 of Pentacles energy is also all about self-esteem and lack. So this is a time, it's going to be a good time for him where he's going to kind of come into his own in his 3D space. This is what this masculine has needed. So he's going to come into his own. Maybe he's going to get a promotion. Maybe he's going to be at a better time in his career, but that is launching him further into his Emperor's energy, into his King of Pentacles energy. Then what do we have? The Oracle of Delphi. This is the beginning of the story again. It's the #1 card in the Akashic Records. So what happens with the Oracle of Delphi? When we get this card is all about, hold on one second, I'm so sorry. This is all about perception and interpretation, okay? So this is about balancing the 3 and the 5D, right? So remember, I gave like a 10-minute monologue about this one time. This is where they are in the contract. This 5D masculine starts to balance with the 3D masculine. That is what is happening today. This is the gentle rise of this connection. This is about, you know, having that psychic 5D experience, which is your perception, and then balancing it with that 3D interpretation. And so when we get this card in the current state of the contract, this is very much a time where people are coming into their insight and into their psychic power. And they may not realize it yet, but it is going to be really made aware when they get into this moon's energy and really end this cycle, this old story. And so what's going to happen here is they're going to start to get into this consciousness and use this gift in a very, very profound way for their connection and for what they're supposed to do. So then we go into the final card about where we are today in this connection, and it is the 7 of Forces. This is all about balance. Remember, he got 2 of Pentacles. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Should I communicate with her? Should I not? And she's teetering as well between her heartache and her pain, and whether or not she wants to invest in this connection. So when this comes up, this is about the universe opening a door. It's a time for balance, a balance through the body, nature, and society. And so in the 3D, so this is about all those grounding and 5D energies. So this is very much a time to balance the scales. It's a time for justice. When I see this card, this is about justice. People starting to do right by each other, okay? This is about, reciprocity. It even says in the book, justice and reciprocity are energetic. So the energy that is put forth now into the connection is going to return to them in the future. So justice, they got that in the 3D, remember? That's what he's wanting to do. He's wanting to make the apology. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to stay single until you do that. Well, that is exactly where they are in this connection, that they're coming into their perception and into their right interpretation. He's coming into a place where he's feeling like the king. And now it's time to balance the scales of this connection. Okay, that is where they are at. Because remember, this cycle of the karmics are concluding or have concluded, and it's time for her to forgive, time for her to release the pain, time for him to now set things right, and for her to be open to that. So what are the blocks in the connection today? I was like, I'm just curious. So we use the Dreams of Gaia Tarot for this. And in the first block, what we have here is the Six of Water. Okay, the Six of Cups is in the heart space for our masculine. So when this comes up as a block, it's really about, not being retaliatory. It's about forgiving. It's about, don't meet aggression with aggression. Like I feel like she's a little bit more aggressive. She's in the Queen of Swords, right? So he feels like he's going to be met with aggression. So it's really about a time of being forgiving. And so this is a block. This block, and even it came out here, message for spirit, it's a time to forgive. The block is that we're not forgiving each other. Second block is the Seven of Cups. And we get the Seven of Cups. This is really about, you think you have control, you don't have control. Control is an illusion. So when this comes up, this is an unwillingness to be flexible. You're not bending, you're not being flexible, you're not being fluid, you're not surrendering. She's not surrendering this pain. She's holding on to it, she's reliving the story, she's staying in the pain, and she's going to release this with the Moon's energy. So we have here forgiveness. This needs to happen. He needs to forgive himself, she needs to forgive him. It comes up here. This whole about being, thinking that you have control, not surrendering what's happening, not surrendering this pain, that is another block. And finally, the last block is of integrity. Okay, this is about constantly thinking that someone is lying. This is about obviously the Seven of Swords behavior, which is still creating a block because we haven't forgiven it, we haven't released it. So this is very much about, hypocrisy and contradictory behavior. So maybe, she's even acting in a Seven of Swords behavior to mirror him in the past. And that's the stuff she needs to release. So I'm not really calling up the feminine, but because I see it so much, the pain, the deception, this having to let this go, this Queen of Swords energy, I really feel like we've got to have forgiveness. We've got to surrender the story, and we have to stop condemning and being judgmental. That is the block. She needs to open her heart again. She needs to open her heart again. Those are the blocks today. All right, so where are we in the current connection? What's happening? Before I do that, let me quickly give you the bottoms of the deck. For the Akashic Records, we have the Divine Physician. They are here to be healers. They are here to contribute to society. That's always been this collective's sort of bottom of the deck, their foundation of their contract. They're here to be divine physicians, okay? The bottom of the deck for our Dreams of Gaia Tarot for their blocks is the Three of Fire. And when the Three of Fire comes up, it's about action. They have to take action to release the pain of this connection. Action to release the judgmental behavior, action to forgive. All right. So now, bottom of the deck for the current connective energies, Knight of Pentacles, slow movement forward, and it's being divinely guided by the star. Okay. So where are we? The Lovers. We want to make a decision around this connection, but we are very confused. Seven of Cups. We are very confused about it, but the scales need to be balanced. Another card of Justice. Justice is here for the 3D for him. Justice is in the 3D for her. Justice is in the Akashic Records. And here we have it again. Things need to get balanced out. So what? We can achieve the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is in his headspace. The Ten of Pentacles is in her 3D space, and now here it is in this connection. Until we have this doing right by each other, balancing the scales, then we can get to this 10 of Pentacles, and it has to do with the Empress. The Empress, our feminine, has to release the pain. She's got to release the pain. Where are we going in the future, guys? Let's see. What's the bottom of the deck? Oh, here we go. The Fool. It's going to take commitment and hard work. 8 of Pentacles with the Fool. So we're going to commit to this new beginning. What's going to happen? Breakthrough. We're going to break through this crap, this pain, this old paradigm, and we're going to have clarity. Then we're going to be able to move this connection forward. This imbalance will complete, and then the Empress will stand upright, and we will go into union. This is how they flew out. That's it. That's it. Wanted to do a quick reading to get these messages for you before the moon's energy really settles in. Then I'm going to give it tomorrow, and I'll be back Friday with your after moon reading. If you want to book your own personal session with me, go to queenoflight1111.com, and I'll be happy to work with you there. Have a good day, everybody. Happy full moon. Bye-bye.